Star Tim, and you have joined us on Gianni Journey Radio. Be sure to check out our site and subscribe at tribe.giannijourney.com.
All my brothers and sisters, hold hands and bow your heads. Let us pray.
Love you all.
God stand up in the congregation of the mighty. He judged amongst the gods. How long will you judge unjustly and accept the persons of the wicked? I say, in the form of fathers, who justice should have afflicted in the meeting, delivered the poor in the meeting, rid them out of the hand of the wicked. They know not, neither will they understand. They walk on in darkness. All the foundations of the earth are out of court. I have said, you are God, and all of you are children of the Most High. But you shall die like men, and fall like one of the princes. Arise, O God, judge the earth, and thou shalt inherit all nations. Allahu Akbar.
This is Kabbalah Folks, and you are now listening to the Gianni Journey Radio.
Keep up with the journey. Check out what we have done in the past. Go to journeyarchives.com.
Put that speaker right there.
This is Adam Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio.
Be sure to follow Gianni Journey on Facebook, Google Plus, and Twitter. Check us out. Join the journey.
This is Adam Sheik, aka Ace, live from Shisha Lounge, and you are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio.
You are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio with Monica. Enjoy. This is Marina, and this is Gianni Journey Radio.
This is Willie. Welcome to Gianni Journey Radio. I want to give a shout out to Silver Kevin, all my Silver Nation out there. I want to give a shout out to my mom. I give a shout out to my dad for raising me and my family for being around me. And I want to give a shout out to the people of my generation that's trying to do something big.
Cleveland, and you're listening to Gianni Journey Radio.
Who on the line?
Peace, Hotep. It's Mansour Hotep, a.k.a. Mr. Deity. Mr. Deity, does it sound good? I think it sounds great. Right now, you're listening to Gianni Journey Radio.
If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry it.
Who on the line?
This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gianni Journey Radio. Shouts out to the Gianni Tribe, Gianni family. Stand up. Peace. If you're not adding anything to the culture that you claim, you don't deserve to carry his name. This is Brother Hatem coming at you live, and you are now listening to the Gianni Journey Radio. Shout out to Gianni Tribe, Gianni family. Stand up. You are now listening to Gianni Journey Radio. Peace. This is Gina. And you are now on Gianni Radio. Peace.
You heard it, man. I have had enough. Man, family, I want to welcome you to the place where your hustle build muscle, the home of the stubborn minority, and last but not least, the congregation of the mighty. This is
Gianni Journey Radio.
That's right. And of course, you know this is Folktales for Grown folks, and it's the Heart of a Simple production.
When we strive to blow up your own paradise.
Couldn't have did it better myself. Family, I'm joined by my two daughters, and you see, go and tell them what we got on, Sasha, since you like saying it all the time. What is this we got on? What is it called?
Daily Toast merch.
It's merch? Oh, can other people get it? They can get the merch? Oh, you don't know? All right, now she can sign.
You can get the merch.
Yeah,
We have a website for these.
Yeah, you can find it on our website. You can find it on our
Daily Toast.
Gumroad page probably. But hey, if not, just hit us up on our timeline. Most of these only family that's gonna be purchasing it anyway. So family, we are here live right now on Folktales for Grown Folks, and we're gonna discuss the folktale. But before we do that, I have to share something with you. For the last damn near 6 months, I've been waiting for this track. Brother is a perfectionist. His name is Storm 9000, and he produced the track as well as he's one of the artists on there, created the beats with a brother by the name of Eddie Baird. That name should sound familiar to you because Eddie came out and showed out on the saxophone at the Malcolm X Festival, or hashtag MXFest 2019. Well, anyway.
Where's our next one coming?
Next May 2020. But by that time, maybe you will be able to vibe. Go ahead.
Maybe on our website, my dad will probably bring up some new phone cases and speakers.
Phone cases and speakers.
I said maybe.
But that might be for you. That might, every dad don't do everything. I'm trying to lay the foundation so that y'all can do some
Do
business.
we have the other merch cups? Do we have those?
You see my coffee cup? Yeah, we got cups. So.
I need a cup.
Okay.
Tomorrow, can you bring me home a cup?
No, tomorrow I can't bring you home a cup. Can I finish? Well, anyway, I've been waiting for over 6 months, and finally the brothers delivered. I got a message right after I went off the show.
I have a question. How did you make the cups, though?
It's real life here, Gianni Journey.
How did you
Yup.
make the cups?
All right, so I'm going to get straight into it, and I'm going to let y'all hear it. I got permission from them to let y'all hear it, so here it go. Make sure it's...
3, 2, 1.
Hey, man, you got to go somewhere with that, Clay.
To the top.
What y'all think? What y'all think? You think it need to get a round of applause? Get a round of applause? What you think? Eddie Bear, the Storm 9000. A dedication song to Rashawn Roland Kirk. It's called Rashawn. That shit was hot.
One more round of applause.
Huh? One more? Y'all need another one? Go ahead, do another one. Do another round. Yeah. That was hot. That was hot. We'll play it a few more times over the show. And we definitely gonna listen to it and have them family come in and chime in on it when we doing our toast and our talk. Family, listen. I've been vibing to that song all day. Right? That, you know, every superhero need theme music, and that was my theme music for the day. That was hot, right? So now it will be available. It will be available. It will be available on all places that you get streaming music. Everywhere you buy your digital music, it will be available. Family, come out and support that. Listen, I can't wait. I can't wait for the rest of the album. But I'm scared to wait for the rest of the album because I waited 6 months for this. So I don't know. He said the album is dropping. I don't know if it's the single or an album. I didn't get clarity on it. I will reach out to him and get clarity on whether it's a single that's going to be dropping or they got a whole album because it's called The Black Airbenders. All right, so now, on to the folktale, and we got one person on the line. They must got me on mute. There must be a practice or something like that because there's only a couple people with that number. They're just listening in, and I appreciate that. We don't have no, it's not me. There's other people with this line, and I put it on there, so please, don't tell me it's me again, okay?
And then when it pop up, your picture. Since that sound was so fire, I think it needs boatling.
It need who?
Boatling.
Oh, it need lightning. It need thunder. Put on the thunder. Strike a God and get the strike a God and get the Giammi thumbs up, the Giammi salute. Once again, the name of the song is called
Salute.
Rashawn, spelled R-A-S-H-A-A-N. Dedication song to Rashawn Roland Kirk, right? Who's also from Columbus. See, what's cool, what I love about this track is that this is the creativity in Columbus. We got a master saxophone player walking through the streets of Columbus. We got Storm 9000 right here in Columbus, and there's so much talent here in Columbus that I actually get everything I need. It's just a matter of knowing who got what. So family, by all means, strike out and try to support those brothers. As a matter, I'm gonna play it before we go out as we go off. But here we go, ladies and gentlemen. We about to go and jump into our Proverbs. Lines are open 614-556-4535, 614-556-4535.
Is it the Deshaun that is at a school?
Who?
Made this song?
No, Rashawn, not Deshaun, baby. Rashawn.
Who's Rashawn?
Rashawn Roland Kirk is one of the greatest saxophone players that ever lived. Any more questions?
Yeah.
And y'all got to meet one of the ones that's still alive right now. We gave him a ride. Not at the school. We ran into him. I took him all the way up north. He was playing that night. I can't remember the name of the place. Go ahead, Sasha. You always got something to say.
If you never, ever got on our channel before,
you gotta
go check it out.
Now you talking why you leaning all the way back? Come up into the camera. Say what it is you need to say, baby.
Go check out our channel if you didn't check it out already.
All right, check out our channel. She wants you to subscribe. We're trying to build up our subscriptions on the Giammi Journey website. Now, Sasha and Gina have 2 shows in an upcoming newsletter. Family, I'm trying to build up the media piece, so they have shows. Quasey have a show. Lady J have a show. We got one more show that's in the works, and I know there's other shows that's gonna be popping off. Shaka have shows, but you know, Shaka gotta share it on the timeline. So because I download a lot of stuff from Gianni Journey. But before we step into the Folktales, I wanted to share some more stuff. So I'm reading a book right now called Diginomics by Philippe Matthews right now. The book is pretty good, but basically what it's about is about using the digital technology, using the internet in order to make money. But before you get into the whole making money piece, he's running you through what he called like shock metaphysics, right? You know what I'm saying? And it's a very informative read because he talks about melanin, he talks about mind state, he talks about epigenetics, and I just finished the chapter right before you get to the part about creating streams of money on the internet, affiliate marketing, content creation, blah, blah, blah. All the stuff we doing at Gianni Journey. You know what I'm saying? He just got a method that, you know, I need to look into and check out. But one of the articles that he had was about, it's from a place called humansarefree.com. It says NASA confirms NASA confirms superhuman abilities gained from sun gazing. Now this is on Gianni Journey timeline. It will be in next month. We're gonna do a little bit more research. It will be in the next newsletter. Yes, Sasha.
Do we have on our website? Do we have merch shoes?
No, we don't have merch shoes, Sasha.
Can you make some?
You be coming up with some brilliant ideas, but at the wrong time. We can talk about this later, right? But yeah, we can come up with merch shoes. I have been thinking about that actually. But you know, it's like all this stuff we got to go all the way out, and you know, they come from China. China ain't been doing me right lately. So all right, so let's go and look at a little bit of this. I want y'all to check this out. This is a real good. It says, do not engage in sun gazing practice without proper training, medical supervision. Permanent eye injury and blindness may occur. So I'm throwing this article out with that caveat right there, right? Boom, y'all heard it. Do not engage in sun gazing practice without proper training, medical supervision. Permanent eye injury and blindness may occur. All right. Do not attempt to change your diet and live on sunlight or water alone before attempting any radical spiritual or dietary practice. Seek qualified medical advice and spiritual supervision. All right. They say all that because they say a lot of stuff in this article. So let me run through it. Family, check this out. Ever wanted to be in more than one place at a time? Yeah, I have. That's right. I'm talking about the superhuman abilities that can be gained by those who follow the protocol for what's known as sun gazing, a valid practice recently confirmed by NASA. Now, I don't see the NASA study on here, but hey, many proponents of this ancient technique used by many cultures such as the Mayan, Egyptian, or Kemetic, Azteca, Tibetan, and Indian yoga reported not only healing benefits to common illnesses, but obtaining superhuman abilities such as advanced telepathy and going completely without the need for food. What is sun gazing? Excellent question. And I think I might do a little bit of, I'm gonna do some experiments with this. I gotta find where the sun, living in the city is hard. You got, living the ADOS life, you usually live in cities. I know it's some ADOS in the country. I need to come visit y'all. Sun gazing, also known as sun eating, is a strict practice of gradually introducing sunlight into your eyes at the lowest ultraviolet index times of day, sunrise and sunset. Those who teach the practice say there are several rules to the practice. First, it must be done within the hour after sunrise or before sunset to avoid damaging the eyes. It is important to only look at the sun when it is orange or red according to the ancients. Looking at the sun when it is yellow or white or uncomfortable in any way is not recommended. Second, you must be barefoot, in contact with the actual earth, sand, dirt, or mud. And finally, you must begin with only 10 seconds the first day, increasing 10 seconds intervals each day you practice. Following these rules makes the practice safe and makes the practice safe, say sources. Nikolai Dolongorky of Ukraine calls himself a sun eater. He has been practicing sun gazing for the past 12 years and has largely subsisted off solar energy since he began. Others have reported losing the need for food after only 9 months of sun gazing, by which time the practitioner has worked up to a maximum of 44 minutes. After 9 months of practice, you need only walk barefoot on the earth for 45 minutes per day, 6 days in a row, to further the process of what has been initiated by sun gazing. Sun gazing is the practice also called the HRM phenomenon, coined as such after Hira Ratamanek, the man who submitted himself to NASA for scientific testing to confirm that he does indeed possess the almost superhuman ability of not eating, gained through his dedication to his interesting marvel. Funded by NASA, a team of medical doctors at the University of Pennsylvania observed Hira 24 hours a day, 7 days a week for 100 days. NASA confirmed that he was indeed able to survive largely on light with occasionally a small amount of buttermilk or water during his time. What happens to the body during sun gazing? Let's check this out. During your first 3 months of practice, the sun's energy is moving through the eyes and charging the hypothalamus tract, says those who have studied this technique and use it. The science medical team wanted to observe and examine his retina, pineal gland, and brain. Therefore, this observation team was led by Dr. Andrew B. Newberg, a leading authority on the brain, and also featured in a recent movie, What the Bleep Do We Know? How old is this? I just seen that. I'm sorry, excuse me. What the bleep do we know? How old is this? Well, go to bed. That ain't everybody's business. This article, I don't know how old this article is, but in the what the bleep do we know is at least 15 years old. And by Dr. George C. Bernard, the leading authority on the pineal gland. Initial results found that the gray cells in HRM's brain are regenerating. 700 photographs have been taken where the neurons were reported to be active and not dying. Furthermore, the pineal gland was expanding and not shrinking, which is typically what happens after mid-50s, and its maximum average size is about 6 by 6 millimeters. However, for HRM, it has been measured to be at 11 by 8 by 11 millimeters. The hypothalamus tract is the pathway to the rear of the retina, which leads to the brain. The brain then, over time, becomes activated by the energy supply being received by the sun. You will first experience a relief of mental tension and worry, since most worry is fueled by the energy received by the foods we eat. Since foods get its energy from the sun, it is said to be readily available to sun eaters without the trouble of digestion. Though hunger is said to eventually cease, it is fine to continue eating regularly during initial stages until appetite disappears naturally. Another benefit early on is said to be an increase in confidence and ability to easily solve your problems, as you are without tension. Everyone has at least a bit of psychosis, but during the first few months of sun gazing practice, practice, it is reported that these attitudes go away and a positive nature gracefully replaces the old persona full of fear. By the end of 3 months, the gazing time will have increased to 15 minutes per day. Reports on sun gazing says that the bad qualities normally associated with any person will gradually disappear and good qualities will remain. Explain that bad qualities only develop in the absence of sunlight. Bad qualities like anger. If you're tired, go to bed, Jenna. Oh my God.
Excuse me.
All right. So we can finally have folktales for grown folks with no little kids, no little chillings around here. They say by the time 3 to 6 months gauge, the study shows that physical disease start to disappear. Bad qualities like anger, jealousy, lust are said to disappear and to be replaced by certain confidence and spiritual knowing that senses more purely the heart of an issue. At 3 to 6 months of gazing, the studies show that the physical disease start to disappear. They say that by the time one is gazing 30 minutes per day, building up 10 seconds per day, all the colors of the sun will have reached the brain. Color therapists attribute their healing of certain diseases to flooding the body and brain with the particular color that is lacking, depending on the ailment. For example, in the liver, color green is deficient, the kidney need red, and the heart. So now, for those that want more information, you can read further on. But I just wanted to let you know about this sun gazing piece. I'm going to start checking it out. I'm going to have to build up. They say go slow. You know, Brother Tim extreme and shit. I'll be sitting out there staring at the sun from sunrise until I can't stare no more. I'm going to stare till my eyes get sore. I'm going to stare till my eyes get sore. I'm going to look at the sun till I can't look no more. You know what I'm saying? I'm just joking. But, you know, y'all know what I'm saying. Sometimes Brother Tim get extreme, and I get out there and I lose my damn mind, and I keep on gazing and I, you know. But I'm going to take care of myself. But the point is that this, and the best way to prove it or disprove it, because you really, the best times, if you are going to look at the sun, is during sunrise and sunset. Within that first hour, you're pretty safe until it becomes uncomfortable. So actually, the best way we can see if this work, if there's any, because I don't see how receiving that radiation from the sun, receiving that directly into your retina while the sun is safe, I don't see how it could hurt you. So, you know, as Gianni Journey, I'm going to take it on myself. I've got to find where the sun come up and where the sun set, because fortunately, guess what? We do a show called The Daily Toast at least 5 days a week, right before the sun come up. So actually, I can actually do the exercise, and I don't mind being outside barefoot. As a matter of fact, I do close to barefoot running when I do run. I got to get back in shape anyway. So, all right, let's see what else is up here for us to talk about before we get into this folk tale, because it don't look like we got a caller, but they just want to listen in, which is cool. I appreciate that. Thank you for your time. So I was in the gas station this morning, and I walked in, and on the front page of the USA Today, I posted up a picture. It says Stonewall Forever. Stonewall. So this is a quote from a Glenda Testoni, Executive Director of New York's LGBT Community Center. And maybe I read a little bit much into it because one of the brothers on here kind of feels that I read a little bit much into it. But this is what she says. Stonewall is such a big moment in our history. It is what created the modern day civil rights movement. is a symbol for LGBTQ equality around the globe. Now, my concern with that is that I honestly feel we are already under attack as ADOS. And people understand the value of our struggle, the value of how we struggle, the value of when we struggle. They value that. And my concern is other groups stepping up and changing the narrative to fit them. Now, I know that maybe, well, I don't know. I don't know what she meant. But what it says here is that Stonewall created the modern day civil rights movement. It didn't say for, it says the modern day civil rights movement. So maybe in my analysis, I'm overlooking it, and maybe the civil rights movement that was sparked by ADOS is called the old civil rights movement. Stonewall happened in 1969. Was not civil rights movement still going? I don't know. It's just, that's for us to conversate on. It's on the timeline, family. By all means, jump on there. I got one more article, and then we're going to get right into this folktale. Oh, here go another one. America's first private moon lander will be made in India. Let me read that again. America's first private moon lander will be made in India. It's American financed, but it's Indian built. You mean there was nobody here that could build that? But hey, that's billionaire talk. I don't think like them. I don't see like them. But I do understand the process of cheap labor. That is the major thing far as America. That cheap labor, right? We're always looking for a cheaper and a quicker way to do it. It's called the race to the bottom. How can I spend the less resources to build a product? Can I cut money here? Can I cut money there? Can I cut money there? And it's all about that, right? And until we realize that there, in the capitalism, if capitalism is going to be practiced in order for the world to work, we got to learn to practice a compassionate capitalism, if there's such a thing. Shit. You know what I'm saying? I mean, because it's like, I posted up another article about how the minimum wage, if the minimum wage kept up with the cost of, if it kept up with the pay raises of the executives, it would be like $33 an hour. You know what I'm saying? Executives don't mind giving themselves large amounts of money, right? I can't wait for the reparations discussion. Where we going to get some of this money? Because some of that bonus money, that's tax money, goddammit. We need to tax the shit out of that, right? And I know some of y'all broke niggas out there, I mean, excuse my language, but I know some of y'all broke niggas out there like, now I don't want to increase the taxes because one day I'm going to be rich. Listen. Fight the tax battle when you making some real money. I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Right now, you're not. Right now, you in between checks. All right? So right now, we want to raise taxes. Right? Don't go for all the double talk that everybody been talking about. We got to stop falling for other people's agenda because they can make it look like it fits us. No, family, reparations. It's just reparations. Fuck it. It's just reparations. I don't have to be clean. Milk does a body good, or does it? FDA confirms PFAS chemicals are in the U.S. food supply. What the hell is PFAS? Let's look and see. FDA confirms PSA chemicals are in the U.S. food supply. The Food and Drug Administration confirmed that PFAS chemicals have made their way into the U.S. food supply. On Monday, the FDA publicly acknowledged the initial findings of the agency's investigation into how the forever chemicals have been detected in the food we eat. PFAS is a family of nearly 5,000 synthetic chemicals that are extremely persistent in the environment and in our bodies. PFAS is short for perfluoroalkyl and polyfluoroalkyl substances that include chemicals known as PFOs, PFOA, and Gen X, sometimes called forever chemicals. These chemicals all share signature elemental bonds of fluorine and carbon, which are extremely strong and difficult to break down in an environment or in our bodies. These chemicals can easily migrate into the air, dust, food, soil, water, and can accumulate in the body. They've been linked to the adverse health impacts including liver damage, thyroid disease, decreased fertility, high cholesterol, obesity, hormone suppression, and cancer. In the body, PFAS chemicals primarily settle into the blood, kidney, and liver. A study from 2007 by the U.S. Center of Disease Control and Prevention estimated that PFAS chemicals could be detected in the blood of 98% of the U.S. population. That was back in 2007. We in 2019. FDA revealed PFAS findings. PFAS chemicals have been used by various industries because of their ability to repel oil and water. Oh shit. I got some of that shit in the house. They've been manufactured since 1940 and can be found in non-stick products, stains, paints, cleaning products, food packaging, and firefighting foams. The result of the FDA investigation were my damn glasses at? The results for the FDA investigation were initially presented by the agency at the 29th Annual European Meeting of the Society of Environmental Toxicology and Chemistry in Helsinki last month. Images of the FDA's presentation at the meeting were first obtained by the advocacy group Environmental Defense Fund and published by the Environmental Working Group. The agency confirmed that the images were produced by the FDA. The findings are now being presented on a newly updated FDA website about PFAS that is to be released this week. The FDA provided CNN with an advanced copy of the website text. Speaking of that, I forgot to give credit. This is CNN. Due to the potential health concerns related to these chemicals, the FDA is working to better understand the potential dietary exposure to PFAS. The website will say, the FDA tested a dairy farm near the U.S. Air Force Base where firefighting foams containing PFAS have been used. According to the FDA, area water samples tested 35 times greater than the current U.S. Environmental Protection Agency's health advisory of the 70 parts per trillion. The researchers analyzed 13 samples from the dairy farm, including water, animal feed, 5 actual milk samples. All 13 samples had detectable levels of PFAS that were of similar chemical structure as what was used in the firefighting foam. The FDA said the samples were determined to be a human health concern and the milk from that farm was discarded. The FDA noted that even after the cows are no longer exposed to the FDA's contaminated water or feed, the accumulated chemicals can remain in the cow. Just 30 days of eating and drinking contaminated food and water will require 1.5 years for a cow to rid their system of the chemical. Now, y'all can continue reading that horror shit. Wow. Right? But hey, it is what it is, family. You know what I'm saying? This is Gianni Journey, and we trying to blow up your old paradigm. So, because you know a lot of dangerous chemicals are produced in poor neighborhoods. Y'all do know that, right? Something else we gotta think about as representing our folk, family. You know what I'm saying? Who is looking out, making sure that our people are safe? Who are looking out for us, right? Who is looking out for us? So let's get to the folktale. I know y'all like, but I don't get to the folktale. God damn it, we only got a couple minutes. All right, I'm going to the folktale. Now, family, for those that want to get on, listen to me. Those that want to get on the line, my fault. Call in line at 614-556-4535. For those that want to be on, you kicking stuff, Gina, and you moving stuff, baby. And those that want, listen to me, that want to be on the Daily Toaster text line. Text Toaster, TOASTER, to 25456. Right? If you just want to be on the black signal where you get messages every now and then, get access to the newsletter, you know what I'm saying? Well, you know, like I said, because you know we usually we're gonna build it up. So family, those that want to support, you can get a subscription for $1 a month. You know what I'm saying? Because we're using everything we can. You know, like I said, I hate donations. So my goal is to always find a way to repay the family. So everybody that's on Gianni Journey's that's on his black signal get a free copy of our digital newsletter. And we will be taking ads soon as well. So people that want to add, you know what I'm saying? Because right now we're reaching up to 200. The goal is by the end of the year, move up. We in June now. By the end of the year, I want to move that list up to, I would love to move that up to 500 plus the reach that we have on Facebook. So, you know, take that in consideration. It's not a lot. We only ask for $5 for an ad on there, possibly a half page or something like that, you know. But we're going to ask you to help promote as well. All right. So, to the folktale. Now, those that just want to be on the black signal, then text GNJ, you listening, to 25456. Make sure it's locked, please. All right. So here we go. The ass and the charger. I know you're like, wow, Tim, we just now making it? Yep, we just now making it. I know a lot of people was like, brother, I just ain't gonna do a show tonight. Yeah, I'm moving into my last night of water, family. Next 3 days. Next 4 days. Well, actually, it's all been purposeful suffering. Maybe we'll talk about that. Purposeful suffering. I'll look up the details of dry fasting and talk about that as well. You know, because we are on day 9. So that means we got 12 more days to go. And we're going to make it. Right? We're going to make it. Next week, I'll be back on the broths, the juices, water, and ambrosia. But right now, we're not on that. Gina, could you go? Now, I'm going to use my water because I don't want to take all y'all water. Y'all won't have no drinking water. All right. An ass congratulated a horse on being so ungrudgingly and carefully provided for, while he himself had scarcely enough to eat, and not even that without hard work. But when war broke out, a heavily armed soldier mounted the horse, and riding him to the charge, rushed into the very midst of the enemy. The horse was wounded and fell dead on the battlefield. Then the ass, seeing all these things, changed his mind and commiserated the horse. Commiserated, pity. We looked it up this morning. Now, make it quick so I won't hold y'all over an hour. Not even making it quick. If y'all call in, we can stay on. But if no call-ins, we about to end the show. But family, I want you to listen to the wisdom of this. So, now, the way it's written, right, because this is translated from Greek, the way it's written, an ass congratulated a horse on being so ungrudgingly and carefully provided for. So y'all know the type of congratulations that this ass was given. He was given that ass congratulation. And all of us in some point in time in our life have received an ass congratulation or congratulations from an ass, right? Where basically a motherfucker will say congratulations so sarcastically. Yeah, great job. I see that you really make this stuff easy. We all have received that ungrudgingly, man. But maybe the ass did it ungrudgingly. But we know that's what was felt in his heart, because this ass, in order to eat and even eat halfway good, had to work hard. He had to earn his food, and he's seeing this horse that's basically his cousin that's doing real good. It's like life is just giving this horse so much until battle time comes. And when battle time comes, the horse that is well fed is mounted and taken to war. Now, it's a critical lesson in here about leadership for us, family. I want you to think about this and always remember this. There's a reason why our ancestors, see, because right now the way we do things, we do it this way because of the environment we in. But there was a time when, in a sense, children and the elders didn't eat first. And I know some of y'all gonna get offended. And women, clutch my beads. I'm clutching my y'all gotta excuse me, my mind is kind of slow thinking about that food, right? Clutching my rank beads, right? Well, anyway, there was a time when that wasn't happening, and the strongest usually got the food, even if it was in small supply. And the only time other people would get it is when the strongest will relent and let everybody go first. Why? Why do these individuals get the benefit? And we got to understand this, because this is a critical piece for all of our organizations. This is a critical piece for all of our businesses. This is a critical piece for even family members, right? Our ancestors knew that outside of laws, outside of what you have, outside of protection, there's always a possibility of a danger coming in from the outside. And those that were strongest received the best benefits because they were expected. Listen to me now. They were expected to be the first on the battle line when the battle came. Now, please understand the wisdom in this. I want to keep the fittest fit. Not only so that they could battle, but also so they could reproduce and provide strong children for the tribe, for the nation, for the group. And we have to understand that logic. So now, switching this back to the horse. The horse was receiving benefits, not just because it was a pretty horse, but the use for the horse will require this horse to be on the front lines, which means this horse need to be taken care of, because if the horse don't handle his business and be bold enough to go out and be strong enough to go out, right, the ass would need to do his job. because the village will be run down and everything, and it will be killed. The city will be destroyed. So the horse have to be kept strong. So now, when the ass realized this, the ass, instead of being jealous, instead of being mad, he took pity upon the horse. Because basically the horse was being fed for sacrifice. War is sacrifice. So that horse was being prepared for death. It's being fed for death. And this gave the ass two things. One, gave him a lesson in pity, and two, gave him a different view of life. All that glitters is not gold. Right? This ass was thinking, well, damn, that look good. That lifestyle look good. And some of us look at other people whose lifestyle look good, but not realizing that they got so much skin in the game that when the ass come down, it's not only going to take a piece of skin, it's going to take their whole damn arm. It's going to take their whole livelihood. This is what people mean by, you know what I'm saying, if you don't have, a lot of us, we want to move and become a certain thing without any sacrifice, without any skin in the game. We want to do it with as little skin in the game, but we have to be willing to put that skin in the game. We got to be willing and ready when the trumpet goes up for war. Those of us that's eating good. Those of us that have the ability to build in the way that we build, and those of us that are blessed with some of the stuff. I'm sitting up here, you know what I'm saying, and I'm able to talk to people all over the country. I'm able to receive calls from people all over the country, right? I'm able to drive every day. My kids are safe and healthy. You know what I'm saying? So the piece is when a horn is blown, I have to be ready to go out on the battlefield. I have to kind of erase all that because, boom, it's been almost decreed of me. Because the Creator has looked out for me. My ancestors have looked out for me. So when it comes time to fighting for that, I have no choice but to go out there. I'm like the horse. You know what I'm saying? I'm being prepared for for what may come or what will come. Right? Because we already know conflict is coming. We know that in some form or fashion there is going to be some type of conflict. And I have to make sure that I'm ready and I'm prepared. You know what I'm saying? So that they can move on, right? My gene pool is already set. So I got to make sure and I got to protect that at all costs. But a lot of people are, in a sense, cowards. You want the benefits of the horse, but you don't want the responsibility of the horse. Like I said, family, I always tell y'all about relationships. Always remember the 3 R's in relationships. This is on your job. This is in personal relationships. This is in friendship. Relationships are built on the 3 R's. The relationship is the seat, and each R is a leg that supports that seat. If any one of those legs is gone, the stool of your relationship is bullshit. It's not going to stand. First R is respect. Second R is responsibility. Third R is reciprocity. All right. Now, many people want a relationship with success without responsibility. There's no relationship there for you, my friend. Your stool is wobbly. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people want success without respect. And a lot of people, more than probably both of these put together, want success without reciprocity. What do you mean by reciprocity? Reciprocity is what comes around, goes around, family. When you receive, you're responsible for putting it back in the universe. This is one of the problems in our community. This is why we're trying to do the market. This is why we do the G&J Mall, because when we at the mall, you get to see reciprocity in action. You get to see reciprocity in action. So every time the G&J Mall go up and people take pictures, they need to put hashtag Ujamaa in action, because Ujamaa falls on the same thing as reciprocity, or reciprocity in action. Because what happens at the market? What happens at the mall? Somebody has a product that I need. I exchange with them. I give them something. I receive something. I take it home and I pass it on to people around me, or I use it. And then when I get done, you know what I'm saying, I go back and we get the cycle of reciprocity moving. Economics is about monitoring also the cycle of reciprocity. And if we want any type of success in our community building, especially even after reparations, but right now we have to start practicing reciprocity in the village. Now, the horse understood his role. The horse understood his role. And family, some of y'all, let me say this to you, some of y'all are just the horse. You just don't know it. See, because as humans, we are able to know. You know what I'm saying? I know, or we supposed to know that I'm putting my skin in the game, I got skin in the game, blah, 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 this blew up, I'm going to take what's wrong. Some of y'all are being set up as scapegoats. Because think about it. If the benefits don't manage the deed, if benefits don't fit the deed, you got to ask questions. A lot of people are in jail right now because somebody told them something that sounded so good. And the reciprocity was very small. The responsibility was small. And the respect was small. Maybe they might have gave you big respect, but they ain't cue you in on the responsibility or the reciprocity. Fucked up your life. Fucked up somebody's life. And you can also apply this to your own personal relationship. But family, I'm not going to hold y'all up. But this is a powerful proverb. What I want to do is, after the show, I'm going to post it up so that we can continue the discussion on the Giammi Journey timeline, the Giammi Journey page timeline, right? The group, y'all got your own thing popping off. I don't like to interfere because shit, I might mess it up. But hey, this is Brother Hatim, and I want to remind you that you are in a place where your hustle build muscle, right? You are in a place of the stubborn minority. You are amongst the congregation of mighty. This is Giammi Journey Media. This is a Heart of a Simba production, and of course, you know, we just slayed another one of those. Which one is it? We are on, I don't even know which one it is. We somewhere around 300. We just slayed another one of those folk tales. And this is for folk tales for grown folks. And if you want to follow the past ones, just go to hashtag FFGF. And last but not least, family, we blowing up your old paradigm. So before we leave, let me keep my word. I'm going to play Rashawn one more time, because that shit is hot. Yeah, like that, bro. Alright, that was Black Airbenders. The song is called Rashawn, featuring Eddie Baird and Storm 9000. It will be available in all places where you stream and all places where you can buy digital music. Well, let me put it like Storm. Storm say everywhere you can buy Beyonce shit, you're going to be able to buy theirs. Alright, so this has been Brother Hatim. I want to thank y'all. And of course, y'all know I'm going to be rocking that shit all week. So if you work with me, I feel sorry for you because I'm coming in with because every superhero needs theme music. And guess what? That's my theme music. I'm out. About to go do some superhero shit.